Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two. And when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Gators offense takes the field to start this game off. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Jones to throw. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fine, just big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. His opening drive gives them 3.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to go up top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on second down. I didn't get it. Called it again on third down. I didn't get it. On fourth down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical day.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Fires on the move. Oh, it's picked off. At the 45 on his way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
On the line, it's Montgomery. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
They're dealing with a second and long. They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incoming pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fat.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back into the 10.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the...
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Henderson. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Slams ahead. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Yoder. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Jones to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Yoder. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen instead. Nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 14 to Michigan. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Turning it on! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
And they'll stop him before he gets started. They'll lose yardage on this play. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. That's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. And they're able to make the tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the big fella. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's out of bounds after a good pickup, and the clock will stop not only because he's out of bounds, but it's the 2-minute timeout. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the end zone. Fires into traffic and intercepted.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The run to the left. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Dogs. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds space on the right. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Gator! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Long incompletions are okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Over the middle. It's Riley. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after it! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Georgia going up tempo. To throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge of your seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
And the Gators will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes the grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
The Gators will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Offense at an empty set. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wiley. Breaks into the open. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you, and Florida has had no response. Like in the last several games in this series, Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly that they were very talented back in the day when I... program was in great place, but because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Off the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Caught in the backfield. It's Yoder. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Gators line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's got...
There he goes! Smashes ahead. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And it's picked off at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Pressure coming. Gets it out quickly. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his tight end. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. And the Gators will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Jackson. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Georgia